now. We expect independence, dependence. You are authority, chosen one. Bureau game needs you. Alrighty.
I need to get back to Emily. People react strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
Supplement. Details. According to their testimony, the agents have been transported from Butte home to a roadside motel named Ocean View Motel and Casino and discovered a room key by performing rituals. See file. Blah. The key opened a door marked with an inverted black pyramid, which they only learned after a lengthy period of trial and error. After pulling another motel cord found inside the room, transport to the Otis house. The disappearances of the home's owner and the other locals of the Butte have been attributed to the light switch core. The Ocean View Motel is now known to have many doors and pathways. What do I do when my cat dies? If this is a joke about cooking him up, I'm not going for it, and I don't find it funny. Since the occurrence, identical light switch cores to the one found in the Butte home have begun appearing throughout the Oldest house. At the time of writing, redacted light cords have been found in the Oldest house located in the redacted and the redacted sectors. These all access the Ocean View Motel, though how exactly this link operates is redacted, but initial hypothesis is on the Butte AWE as a redacted. An interesting version of putting that. I was right, it does eventually connect up with the director's office, so I'm guessing eventually that'll connect up from something too. Bureau funding. All executive staff. I know there are some concerns regarding our operational exceeds the annual budget. As long as we operate within the Oldest house, we are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the U.S. Treasury without question. FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant doesn't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us as if we weren't even there. The nature of the Oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is no accident. Means I can finally go through this door up here. This. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Potts, I regret to inform you that your son, Graham Potts, was killed in active duty this past week. While the details surrounding his death are classified, I am honored to tell you that he died in the service to his country. Be proud of his courage in the face of danger and his commitment to protecting our nation against her enemies. He'll be remembered by his comrades and colleagues. I sincerely regret the pain this message will bring you. Take some solace in knowing that sacrifice helped protect the country he loves so much. Its effects will return to you with all speed. Go. Kind of crazy how much of this is opening up. I've been through that stuff. All that. Nothing down there, nothing here. Boom, boom. Summary. Objects of power are unique in their capability to grant certain individuals supernatural abilities. We call these Individuals, para-utilitarians. The potency of these abilities depends on the para-utilitarian. Using the redacted object power as an example, some para-utilitarians can achieve a throw distance of redacted. Others are only capable as little as redacted. Talking about the floppy disk. What exactly determines an individual's paranatural competence is unknown, but it's largely believed that some redacted exists within the body, and that, like all muscles, can be exercised. To continue my analysis, I officially requested access to the Northmore records, considering he is one of the most accomplished para-utilitarians Bureau has ever seen. Dr. Darling is still considering this request. Keeping that. Alright, let's hunt around and see if there's anything else that can open up. Exploration is the name of the game. Clearance level 4. Oh yeah, what's this? Duh. Oh, wait, what? Radio. Yeah, there's nothing here. Nothing down there. I've done that with that shit. Been there. Maybe I can go in down here now. Clearance 3. Nope. Lots of shit to do.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry, you made it.
Settle down.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. His gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA.
Uh-huh.
She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown. Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is.
Greedy.
We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
So is it like a house that like reforms itself even outside to blend into its environment? Well, that's a thing to consider. About that janitor. Wonder if he was like a physical manifestation of the board. That's the kind of price you pay for that sort of stuff. The fuck? Alright. We are at war. Hostile takeover. This is opposing force, foreign power. We will provide countermeasure strategy. Accept and ingest them at control points. These countermeasures missions will benefit you. We'll give resources rewards for each completed countermeasure. Fun. Shit there. I think anything that is similar, I'm gonna deconstruct. Five and five, so I don't want to completely fill this thing out. I don't know what that stuff is for.
Hi, Jesse.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Sure, she was
Just
all
let
kinds
me
of
know.
happy to hear that. Is that initial encounters with an enemy known as Hiss has revealed various behavioral facts. Most notably, the Hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points, third items, and even humans, radically changing their behavior. Curiously, any person wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past weeks is not affected by this corruption. Only known exception for this fact is the new director, Jesse Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the Hiss. This could indicate that she's already been corrupted, but her behavior is so in contrast to that of the other Hiss that I have dismissed this theory. My final observation comes from Miss Faden herself. She is able to cleanse material and organisms of Hiss corruption. Tested this ability on Hiss corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host's physiology becomes reliant on the Hiss. More work to be done.
Do you
Righty.
hear that? Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
Singing. Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
They say the new director can launch objects up to 20 feet.
Bullshit.
I can go much further than
Any
that.
distance over fog. Obviously, you never read the P6 data.
Ooh. %, health, energy, melee damage, launch. Wow. Additional weapon form slot, nice. I don't know, I use all of these, so. Yep, I'll take more damage. Oof. Nice, it looks like it'll get pretty good. Astral constructs. Shatter is highly sought power with a scatter shot that devastates grouped enemies at close range. Sure, why the fuck not? Mods. Really don't want any random shit. Threshold Remnant. Sure. Kill enemies with service shatter mode. I gotta do that 5 times, that'd be fun. Don't have that one yet. Executives. Not bad. Still no outfits yet.